And we are live on our 52nd episode of umbraCoffee. Damn, it's been... and we have a whole crowd with us together. How many guests of umbraCoffee are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think we've had everyone on an episode, except maybe Jesper.
Yeah, we'll fix it, right? We'll fix it. Because we are not ending. It's just a year, but to be honest, it's really surprising how fast this time passed. And yeah, Callum, what do you think about the whole year right now?
I mean, it's been crazy. It's been super busy. But yeah, I think it's been really cool. I think my particular most fond memory was Code Garden and the episodes we were doing live from there. But it's just been really cool to sit down every week and chat with the community, and it's talk about the news, which is something Marcin and I would probably have ended up doing anyway. So it's really cool that people find this useful and tune in, and it's a bit weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely also remember the best the Code Garden episodes. It was really well prepared, and yeah, I've shared it all on Instagram today. That it just requires a lot of consistency, a lot of motivation, and we had better episodes, worse episodes, but we were there, and we will definitely be there because we are doing it from using our pure love to the community and the system which we are using. So yeah, thank you all who are watching it, who are there in this room, and who are chatting, wishing us happy birthday and everything else.
Yeah, I have a birthday cake, Marcin.
Yeah, me too. You know, I'm in Poland, so it's not so representative like this one in UK. And yeah, I have a.
I've got everything, like a little.
Yeah, as we have HQ with us right now, guys, can you share something from your side how you were receiving umbraCoffees, because we know that some of you were watching them and following what's going on in the community. How are you at all? Because we have not only HQ there, right?
Yeah.
Hey, no, lots of us, lots and lots of us.
As well. So. How are you? How's the community team's meetings going?
Yeah, it's been fun. We've been doing processes.
Processes. So it's getting corporate.
We're getting slicker and slicker. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, Callum, should we jump straight to the official part of the episode? Let's do what we were planning to do, no matter what. I've seen that you are busy, so maybe I will handle this part. Because of course we've gathered a portion of news which happened during this week, and maybe of course we've started from the birthday part and Youskind, which is another great community effort, and not only community effort but the initiative done by one of the companies. We're celebrating their 4th birthday this week, so happy birthday for Youskind as well. And we've seen really great news today about V8, which is getting closer and closer. And can we get some more insight from you in the HQ? What's going on? It was released yesterday, or it's something new, or something what we've already known?
Yeah, you're as surprised as I am. So I read the blog post this morning as well. So no, we've been publishing V8 nightlies on MyGit for a few weeks now, and we've now announced that you can actually start playing with them and download them. They will be updated whenever there's updates. They'll be updated every day. So pull in those updates, see if you can make it break, and let us know. Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, and this blog post showed off one of the features of V8, which is infinite editing, and it's kind of a nice walkthrough. But the thing that surprised me the most about this, Marcin, if you just rewind a second, is I believe this is our first peek at a new identity from Umbraco.
New color?
There is a new color. There is a new shape. There is, some nice animation. It's very cool.
Yeah, and of course everyone can play with it because it's all open source and it's all on GitHub, and the status and the current version, which is pretty stable because we've seen first implementations done based on V8, right? During some of the festivals and meetups lately.
Yeah, last week at the Swedish Fest, Marcus demoed a working V8 site and kind of walked us through the differences, what's changed. Great.
And I think that it's also a good segue to the second topic, because Umbraco for version 7 received a great award from Critics' Choice CMS Awards contest, and it's an award for Best Open Source Enterprise CMS, and this is Umbraco, so congrats, Umbraco.
Marcin, I feel like this is the time where I should really be lighting my candles, because we celebration.
Yeah, we still have 50 minutes to complete the episode, so yeah, fire it up.
We did a trial run of this, and it's very very powerful candle.
Polish version.
It's not just a celebration of umbraCoffee, but also a celebration of the stuff that Umbraco HQ has been doing. The CMS Critics Award is a huge step towards towards showing how far the CMS has come. I'm really trying not to burn myself on this. And everyone else who's kind of celebrating this week, birthdays and such. So yeah, this is not just for us.
Yep, I will leave this starting on Callum right now, because I will be looking for 50 minutes to find the most embarrassing look of Callum for the thumbnail of this video. So that's probably it. I got it. And yeah, I think that definitely with version 8 we will be looking for more awards and appreciations from not only our own community but also other ecosystems, because it's a game changer and we all know it. So that's why we are all waiting for it so desperately. And definitely it was a topic of discussion there in the HQ, because as we've mentioned, we have not only HQ representatives in this amazing room. So maybe guys, you can share us more what's happened during the past 2 days, or is happening now, besides the processes. How was the meetup yesterday, by the way?
That's for Dave.
Yeah, it's been great, I think.
Right, Dave, you've shared some insights from your work, right?
Yeah, I've talked about some lesser known APIs. It's actually the same presentation I gave at the Dutch festival,
which was really great.
Okay, yeah.
Very eye-opening, because there's a lot of stuff in there that maybe people don't know about.
Is it true that Sebastian even discovered something what he didn't know about?
Oh, don't tease me. I knew 50% of what you were saying.
Yeah, and we've seen some activity on Twitter as well. And Dave, you've shared how the Umbraco build server is working. Right now, we know that it's a 4-core processor and it requires at least one button click to start. And also, yeah, we've seen some pictures and great insights from your meetings. So we are all definitely, I'm speaking using the voice of the whole committee, we are all looking for the outcomes of those meetings, and you are doing an impressive job already. I can't remember the numbers of PRs merged. If you can bring it back, it will be awesome. But yeah, it's increasing really fast.
Yeah, I can't remember the numbers either, but they're big. Ask Mr. Trump. I'm sure he'll be able to describe it better than I can. So yeah, we've invited over our docs curators team and our PR team. First of all, to celebrate their hard work and telling them that they're being awesome. By the way, Mark is here, but he's live vlogging this later. Yep, and then we've been talking about how we can make their lives easier together, and we're working on so for PR team for CMS, we're working on making some dashboards to be able to follow along with where PRs are, and also actually where issues are in the process. So after header reply, Are we able to reproduce the problem? Are we able to reproduce the fix that's been provided in the PR? Things like that. So it sounds boring, but it's we've been hacking away and been having fun with making some cool dashboards for that. And then the docs team, maybe Sophie, talk a bit.
Yeah, we've been talking about how we want to restructure the documentation, more the getting started section part of the documentation, which is right now not really the best and not really how we want it. So we've been talking a bunch about that and coming up with some cool solutions, I think, so far. Yeah, so exciting.
Awesome.
Beer.
We've had beer, yeah.
Pizza every day.
Pizza every day, yes, of course.
It's been less than a year, right, since these teams were kind of gathered together, and it's really, really cool coming up to the end of 2018 to see just how much of an impact this has actually had. Starting with the docs team, and then shortly after Code Garden, the community pull request team. You're smashing through pull requests. The response times are way better. The experience contributing is way better, and I think this was shown in Hacktoberfest when you all did a fantastic job of getting so many pull requests through. I think I registered 160 plus to the docs. Was that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Crazy in a month.
For CMS as well.
Yeah.
So we're still catching up on sleep, and we're really scared about what's 24 pull requests in December or something. What's it called?
Yeah, 24 pull requests.
Yet another challenge, but I must admit that I was handled really exclusively lately, so it works really, really great. And I think that the transfer of the requirements for the HQ people or the community people, some kind of ability of approving pull requests which are flying and just waiting to someone to just check if it's all okay and ready to be published. That's more than enough, and definitely it's something what brings a lot of relief in HQ, and it's amazing to see those numbers because they are just proving the great job done there.
We got to meet one of our big contributors last night as well. We met our biggest contributor, Ken Jacobson, K-Jack, which I wanted to call him in real life, who contributes so much. I've run out of replies to write to him. So he usually just gets emojis now. But we got to meet Skittle as well and Rasmus JP. So it was a really fab opportunity. So meet people we've been talking to on the repo.
Didn't he do 30 pull requests in? Yep,
that's
times Hacktoberfest.
And I just want to use this opportunity to remember you, Callum, that you haven't completed the Hacktoberfest challenge this year.
I spoke at 5 conferences instead of that.
That's why we also remembering all the time that contributing is not only submitting code, right? That's also a lot of other initiatives which you are doing, and maybe that's a great opportunity to share what you are planning for the London meetups, because we've seen that you were also busy last evening.
We've got a bit of a trend at the London meetup now where people keep bringing dogs along, and yesterday we had our second ever Umbraco dog who was adorable, and she had a cute little Umbraco t-shirt on as well. We gave her an Umbraco spoon to go away and chew in the corner. But last time we shared our vision for what the London meetup is going to be for the next 12 months, and we focused a bit more on how we can increase the number of talks we have, ensuring that there's an inclusive environment, so maybe not always doing it in a pub. We introduced a concept of kitchen table discussions, so twice a year we're going to just sit around someone's kitchen table in an office and ask each other questions and have a chat rather than even having a formal meetup. Ideas. On a Wednesday, Ravi and Lottie and I had food and beers, and we've put everything on meetup.com and it's all planned out. So and we have a new Trello board. So if you have like an idea of something you want to present, then you can go on there and you can put it on, and we can track through the process of people developing talks and help them out and that sort of thing. So yeah, some exciting stuff ahead for the London meetup.
Yeah, and not only London meetup, because Owen, for example, is saying that he is taking notes right now for the Edinburgh meetup, and all the rest of the world is doing amazing work planning and just trying to make and take our Umbraco community to the next level. And also we've noticed maybe not so usual meetup ahead. right? And that's something what's happening in London as well on December 3rd. It's another celebration, right, Callum? Celebration of a great era.
Yeah, so Doug is doing his final Umbraco fundamentals training. I reckon probably everyone around this table, maybe with the exception of Sebastian, could say that they've been trained by Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. And Doug was maybe some people's first experience of the Umbraco community. So he's super friendly, very memorable. There was people saying, I've still got my training notes from 5 years ago, which is really, really crazy. So Doug's had a huge impact on the community, but he's going off to do full-time photography from next year. So the 3rd of December in London will be his last ever Umbraco training that he'll be running. And we're going to go to a pub afterwards. So
please give this wonderful man many high fives. Yes. Make his hands hurt, and hug him a lot. I can't be there, unfortunately, but he's awesome.
I think that this candle is also for Doug, for the whole efforts on the community. Yep. Amazing times ahead. Amazing December. It's festivals times is over. No, nothing is burning here, hopefully. Amazing times ahead and amazing times behind. And we've also seen some pictures from the Swedish festival. Callum, you were there last week, right?
Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah, and also a lot of really interesting insights were shared during the festival. We will, of course, include all the links, all the topics, all the things which we are discussing in the description of this video, because there is no time to share it all. And yeah, what's going next, Callum? What's next for the community efforts?
Well, next week I'm off to Dublin on Thursday, and I'm going to the first ever Umbraco Ireland meetup, which will be really cool. Alan McKenna's helping organise that. So yeah, I'm off there, which should be cool. It's a community that I don't think is really that tapped into, so it'd be very interesting to see how many people turn up. I think we've got about 15 signed up right now, which is a very good going for a first meetup. Looking forward to seeing the Irish community.
Nice. And I'm sure that from the product perspective, Umbraco is also going to evolve quickly. I just wanted to share some of the really great pull requests and changes introduced last week, and I will start from the biggest one, maybe, which is where it is. Not here. It's here. Yeah. Finally, the word Kim was removed from the list view.
I really want to know how this got in there in the first place.
So we are getting there. If you are saying that V8 is almost ready.
Well, if you give Kim, he has a bit of an ego. So I think he tried to do a pull request and we accidentally merged it.
So yeah, that's amazing to see that. But something else what caught my eye was the discussion about IOC and inversion of control and dependency injection, which turned into a really great book itself, because Lars started this pull request on June. And I've spent a really lovely evening yesterday reading all of it by the coffee. And probably I've learned more about dependency injection and inversion of control more than in all my developer's life and career. And if you're interested how this whole idea evolved since June and where it's getting, we will of course share this link. And it contains 2 great links to blog posts released by the Microsoft MVPs and great authors. And yeah, that's amazing to see that those topics and the discussion between HQ and community members, which is getting to some point where the product will receive a really nice update and will enable us developers and not only to extend it easily and use more efficient ways than in the past, right? And we've had some releases during this week. Richard Soderman was not wasting any seconds and updated member export package to v3, and also some other packages from his really massive portfolio were updated this week. Do we have anything else, Callum, to mention? If I forgot about something,
a couple of incremental updates. I think Paul's done his update to the community health checks.
Oh, yep, I have it open here. we've mentioned this package last week or a week ago. Still, if you have some great health checks done by your company or yourself, feel free to submit them. I'm more than sure that this package will be really useful for everyone who will be developing packages. And speaking about Paul, we've also noted his blog post about boosting our development career by creating our personal brand. And that's I've mentioned it to Paul during the UK festival that this topic is pretty close to my heart, because I'm building my personal brand, and I'm using social media lately to do more about it. And if you want to learn what Paul shared during the lighting talk on UK festival, it's all gathered and shared here in this blog post. Yep. And yeah, that's really a great write-up. And yeah, that's all from our list, probably. Is it a time for a wine and cake?
Is there anything you want to add?
I just wanted to show you
your fancy camera.
Every week at Umbraco HQ, we watch umbraCoffee on the big screen. I can't go any further. Oh, there we go. On the big screen, and we're all there.
umbraCoffee inception.
We really love umbraCoffee, and a lot of our colleagues are like, "Oh, this is how I keep up with what's actually happening outside inside and outside our company." So big happy birthday to you guys, and I hope there's going to be many more birthdays.
Shouldn't we sing the song?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know if our servers can handle it.
You don't get a song.
Thank you very much for the whole HQ, for all people gathered in this room and gathered on this stream. You know that we are doing it for you, and yeah, we are still enjoying it, so we will be still doing it. Sorry. And as I bought, some gifts for my daughter's birthday, I want to reuse it next year. So just from the savings perspective, please make it happen and help us become making our umbraCoffees better. Feel free to submit any ideas. Feel free to submit yourself as a guest and do amazing work to be featured during our episodes. We are still open for sponsorships and everything else. Click here and everyone else to help us make it better. Yeah, hopefully it will be just better and better every year, right?
Oh, yeah. And we've got some big plans for the next 12 months. We've been saying this for a long time that we have big plans, but we really do.
Yep. We can't reveal everything, right? But we are all working. We are all working.
Time is precious, and so it's been difficult. But coming up, we're going to be doing some new things, which I'm really looking forward to.
That's nice of you.
That's time for a cake, for a wine, for time with Panda. And so, yeah, thank you once again for being with us. And it won't work without you. So yeah, stay with us and see you next week.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cool. Cheers.
Happy birthday. No, don't.